Morning Blend. Some of the world's leading medical experts will be in Las Vegas this week to compare and contrast the most recent data and treatments for a variety of illnesses and conditions. The LDN Research Trust, it begins their annual conference downtown on Friday.
Here with more is Linda Good of the LDN Research Trust. Good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
Could you explain to us what LDN is and what it stands for?
LDN stands for low-dose naltrexone. It's a drug which helps regulate a dysfunctional immune system, and it can help with conditions such as multiple sclerosis, Crohn's disease, rheumatoid arthritis, type 1 diabetes, autism. It's also used in addictions, weight loss. I mean, it's endless. There's over 500,000 people now around the world taking LDN.
And what about for fibromyalgia?
Yep, fibromyalgia too.
As well?
Yeah.
And you actually have multiple sclerosis.
Yes, I do.
And you use LDN. Tell me how you were feeling prior to and how you're feeling now.
Okay. In 2003, I was told that I was secondary progressive MS. And my consultant had tested me. He sat me down. He put his hand out. He said, "I'm really sorry," shook hands with me. "You're secondary progressive now. There's nothing more we can do." He opened the door and showed me out.
Wow.
No plan B.
Wow.
Yeah, well, at that time, I had no bowel or bladder control. I had double vision. I lost the hearing in my left ear. The left-hand side of my body, if you drew a line, was numb with pins and needles.
Wow.
And that felt similar to when you've had a local anaesthetic at the dentist, when it starts to come round, that feeling. Mm-hmm. Times it by 10. That's how the numbness and the pins and needles felt. I had no balance. I had vertigo. So I tripped, fell, stumbled over nothing. So I spent a lot of time on the floor. Fatigue was really, really bad. I mean, there's a big difference between being tired and fatigued. If you're fatigued, you go to bed and your energy battery is on red, it's flashing. Yeah. You wake up and it's still flashing. Wow. You know, you feel no different. Yeah. Cognitively, I couldn't have a conversation like this. It was as though English was my second language. Couldn't recall vocabulary, couldn't remember things. I was laboured in thinking if somebody asked me a question, I could fall asleep.
How did the connection with LDN then come?
Yep.
What was the turnaround?
So I thought that, you know, I couldn't be unique. There must be other people in the same situation as me. What were they doing? What were they trying? And I found LDN, and I had all the information. I went to my own doctor, because it can be prescribed by any doctor if they so choose. It's what's called an orphan drug. Mm-hmm. My doctor said no. She took it to a meeting with the partners in the practice. They couldn't prescribe it, but she said to me, "If I were you, I'd try it. You know, it sounds really good. I'll monitor you." So I got a private prescription, and that was 10 years ago. It took around, because I was in a wheelchair at this point, it took about 18 months for me to be able to get out of my wheelchair. Wow. Cognitively, things started to click in. Inside my head, it was like living in a television set that wasn't tuned in, and suddenly somebody had tuned it in. You know, I could think, I could hear. It was just amazing.
We're running out of time. Can you tell us about the conference?
Yep.
Cognitively, she is so there right now.
Okay. We've got all these doctors, as you said,
yes.
coming to Las Vegas. The conference is taking part on the 7th and 8th, which is Friday and Saturday. Mm-hmm. Registration's at 8, starts at 9 till 5 on Friday, 9 till 1 on Saturday. We've got 20 free places to give away to people who would like to come and watch the conference. Okay. Or we've got a $5 discount on the live streaming. It's going to be live streamed around the world.
Excellent.
And this drug still is not commonly prescribed?
No, but more and more doctors and consultants are taking notice and prescribing it, and there's more trials and studies planned.
Well, we're so glad you're feeling so much better. You're out of the wheelchair, and now you're
progressing quite well.
Yeah, doing very well progressing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great having you.
Appreciate it. The conference happens on Friday and Saturday at 8:30 a.m. at the Meet in downtown Vegas. For more information about what it covers or to register for the event, check out the website on your screen.
Definitely check it out. LDN, very, very interesting. I was reading up before the show. And as Linda said before, first 20 people to email her at the address listed there are going to receive a free ticket to the 2-day conference. After that, the tickets will be offered for half price for those who email Linda. And even if you can't make it to the conference, you can receive $5 off the price of the live stream by emailing Linda.